Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode number 6 of AR Fitness and Athletics. So I hope you enjoyed last episode. Adama had a lot of great exercise to show everyone. I hope you got the message loud and clear with continuing and not failing. Today we're going to continue with our fit, time, duration, and type. We're going to continue with that today. We're also going to show you another series of exercises that you can do that, again, things that you can do for warm-up or a full-out workout or even on a therapeutic level, on a physiotherapy level. So stay tuned for that because we got a lot of good things to show you. Before we start into that, I do want to ask you a very important question. Some may find the question a little more challenging, some a little more easier to answer. But here's the question. How are you doing? I know, mind-blowing. How do we answer that? How are you doing? Well, my hope and I suspect that the answer will be that you're doing a little better today than you were yesterday. So if you've come up with a plan, you've taken action, my guess is that you're feeling a little better today. You're feeling a little happier with what you've done. So what have we done now? So now you have exercised the emotional and spiritual part of yourself. So you made a plan, mental, you've exercised your mental muscles, you took action, you exercised your physical muscles. The two of those together, I'm suspecting that made you feel a little better about yourself. Emotional fitness. When we have those elements together, now we got this ball of energy that is going to continue to grow and grow and grow. So when you're feeling happy, you say, wow, how did I get to this? How do I get happy? And then you say, well, because I came up with a plan and I decided and I made a decision, I challenged myself, mental. So now you say, okay, mentally, what do I want? I want to be more active, physical again. Now you've made yourself a little bit more happier, and that cycle continues. So we are juggling those three elements, and again, we're getting better and better at it. That's what we're here to do. So whether it's at the level of I need to be mobile at a minimal level because I just stopped doing things, or whether you are at the top of your game, when you bring those three elements together, the potential for growth is unlimited. And that's what we want for you. So we're going to continue with that thought in mind. So let's get to work. Getting back to our fit. So we've talked about frequency, we talked about intensity. Now we're going to talk about time duration. So going back to what we originally said, you're going to choose a time, how long you're going to do your exercises for, 30 minutes, 1 hour. I guess most of it would be based on what you're doing as well. Is it an endurance exercise? Is it a sprint type exercise or short duration exercise like weightlifting? So how long are you going to do this for? And again, a lot of that will probably be dictated by the rest of your lifestyle. That's great, no problem. And then we have type. Had you picked an activity? Really doesn't matter what order we put that in. Now we use FIT because it's a nice acronym and it fits well with what we're doing. We're being fit, F-I-T-T, fit. We can call this whatever we want. Essentially, it's all happening at the same time. You could say, you could pick what you want to do first, and then how long you want to do it, and then intensity, and then the frequency. It doesn't matter what order you think of it, because at the end of the day, all those elements need to happen at one time for it to happen. But we tackled it in that linear order just because it sounds nice to us and it's a little easier to digest. One little thing I do want to show you. So I've developed this, and I'll hold it up a little closer there. It's a program that I use, or a schedule that I use for myself. Let's take a look here. So down this side over here, I have my day 1, day 2, day 3. That's my programming, that's my frequency. And in each individual line, I have the exercises I'm going to do. And then the resistance level, the weight, how many repetitions, rest time, and sets. This section over here, so these are my goal items: the weight, the repetitions, the amount of sets. So let's say squats, 100 pounds, 10 reps, 3 sets. On this side of my chart is what I actually accomplish. So it might be 100 pounds, and maybe if I'm not feeling so hot that day, maybe I only achieve 8 reps for the 3 sets, or maybe I am feeling good that day and I achieve 12 repetitions for the 3 sets, or I may add another set. Again, I can play with intensity by changing volume, by changing duration, by changing resistance level. But again, goal, actual. In between, this is what we spoke about last time, the concept of failure. So that is not failure. So if I have 100 pounds as my goal for 10 reps, or I only get 8, that's challenge. That's next day, I'm gonna go for that 10 repetitions. Whatever happened that day, maybe I didn't rest properly, maybe I just wasn't up for it, for whatever reason, wasn't strong enough to do it, but that is challenge. So when I write down what I achieved, that is not to indicate what I failed, that is indicate my challenge. So, and if I overachieve, let's say I have 10 repetitions and I get to 12, fantastic. I write that down. Next day, I know I need to either increase the intensity by, either I will increase the weight, or I might add an extra set, or I may add repetitions depending on what my goal is physically for these exercises. So that's a chart. That's how I've done my schedule. You can come up with a schedule however you need to. Each individual activity might have a different way of how you want to represent it. So that's just a sample. So now, I think we've had enough of talking today. We're going to get right back into some exercises for you, like promised. So we're going to show you some band work exercises, and we'll explain that. And again, so these are things that you can do for either warming up, which is a great warm-up. Dan will demonstrate to you how to do it for a warm-up, or you can use it as a workout. And again, that'll be demonstrated in how to play with the intensity. Now that we know everything about intensity and how to work with that. As we move forward, we're going to help you develop your own program for your activity, whatever that might be. And we're going to help you move forward and challenge yourself on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. But we're going to show you what program development means. And this way you can keep moving forward. And don't forget, we are making this ball of energy bigger and bigger. So now that you're a little bit happier, we're going to challenge you a little bit more mentally, and you're going to drive yourself to do a little more physically, and that's going to make you happier again. On to our physical activity portion of this program. Here we are with Adamo demonstrating another series of body weight exercises. However, the difference this time is that he's using a resistance band. So a resistance band does exactly that. It gives resistance to exercises. This allows you to perform exercises with a bit more resistance in replacement of weights should you not be in your typical gym if it's not accessible to you at the time. The great thing with these rubber bands is that it allows you to do several different things. One, they are super compact, so you can take them anywhere. You can put them in your desk drawer, you can put them in your luggage, in your bag. You can pretty much exercise wherever you want, whenever you want. The other great thing with the resistance band is that it allows you to do several exercises that you just would not be able to perform with just body weight, because the movement is not available in that fashion. For instance, what Adamo's doing right now with the scapular retractions, doing it with just your arms wouldn't give you the resistance. The bicep curls, same thing. Doing it without any resistance is rather futile. So this allows you to do exercises that you otherwise can't do with just body weight. Resistance bands come in several sizes, that is in thickness gauges. So the thinner ones being giving you less resistance, and the thicker ones giving you more resistance. Once again, this allows you to change your intensity of the workout, which is what we're looking to do with our workouts. For the upper end athletes, resistance band workouts are fantastic. This allows you to add additional training to whatever you're doing Whether you're a volleyball player, ping pong player, tennis player, this allows you to add on other exercises onto your regular program, allowing you for strength gains as well, which is essential to any sport. So these resistance band training sessions will be a benefit to any athlete, and I highly recommend them. As you can see, Adalma's gone through several upper body exercises and now some lower body exercises. You can probably find the chart of different exercises when you go and take a look for these TheraBands at fitness stores. Once again, great replacement exercise for weights. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We thank you for tagging along. Please make comments. Please ask questions. I'd be happy to answer them. Enjoy your workout, and we'll see you again very soon.